Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Banana Island Living Podcast. My name is Sade, and this week I'm joined by some really interesting Banana Island residents. We'll be talking about their move to Nigeria and what their experiences have been like. You make up your mind whether it's a good thing or not, but each one has a unique perspective I think you'll enjoy. But first, before you do anything else, and to make sure you don't miss any episode, subscribe to our podcast wherever you get your podcast from and give us a 5-star rating. But yeah, hello, Susie.
Hello.
Hello, Lamia.
Hello.
And hello, Michael.
Hello.
Brilliant. Well, let me tell you a little bit about them. Susie was originally from Zimbabwe, but she's actually American. She's been there over 20 years. You've been there 20 years?
Yes, 20 years.
Good
A little
heavens.
over 20 years. Did middle school, high school, college, grad school. So I grew up there.
So are you American or are you Zimbabwean or are you both?
I'm both.
Okay, brilliant. Yes. Now, before Susie moved to Nigeria, she was a graduate of Purdue University and she practiced in HR. And now she's a mother of 2 amazing daughters. I love them dearly. I know them and they're really nice. And Lamia, now, before I tell you about Lamia's backstory, you must check out her Instagram page. She is a designer. And if you go to the Instagram page at Aliciana_bags, that's Aliciana_bags. Stunning stuff. Her designs are different, they're Afrocentric, and she uses local materials. So she knows the terrain and she identifies with it. So it's not like you're just buying something. It looks like, it's amazingly polished. But what I love is that she uses African stuff. Now, before she came to Nigeria, Lamia studied as a lawyer and then practiced in real estate. But you're French.
No, I'm Algerian
And then French.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So a lot of hyphenated people here. Everybody's from somewhere else. Well, lovely to see you all. But before you finish with just the girls, we've got Michael. Hello, Michael.
Hello.
Now, Michael is another hyphenated person. He's a Nigerian Brit and he was a clinical biologist. And before coming to Nigeria, he worked for the NHS. And before that, Michael, you were with the British Army.
Yes.
What were you doing there?
Same thing as a medic. So
Yeah, okay, you were a medic in the British Army.
Yes.
Okay. Now, like I said, you all have one thing in common, which is
Nigeria.
Nigeria and Banana Island. Yes. And it's just so... What I love about this is that in one place you have so many different people coming together and just experiencing the Nigeria in a particular way. Now, when did you arrive in Nigeria, Michael?
September.
September?
Yeah, 2020.
Oh, you're a newbie.
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
Okay. And when did you come in, Susie?
September 2018.
Oh, wow.
Okay, right, okay. And Lamia?
I arrived to Nigeria. The first time is 27 January 2014.
Wow. Well, I think you're definitely Nigerian.
Yeah.
You've earned that passport.
Definitely.
This is really interesting. Now, what brought you to Nigeria, Michael?
For me, it's coming from different perspectives. I want the children to come here. I want them to know where we're from.
Africa, yes.
I want them to be proud of where we're from.
So you're Kunta Kinte?
Yes, pretty much.
So we should just call you Kunta.
Yes, definitely.
Forget the Michael. You're just Kunta. Okay. So what brought you, Susie?
My husband got an expat position here for BASF. So
Is your husband Nigerian or?
No, he's Ghanaian.
Gosh, okay.
Yes. So we moved here, and then so he manages the West Africa territory.
From Nigeria?
From Nigeria,
Okay,
yes. So
great.
yeah, so his contract's almost up.
Oh, and what about you?
For me, I follow my husband.
Okay, so 2 husbands and 1
Man.
I want Kunta Kinte. Well, it's really interesting. Two were involuntary and one was voluntary. What has it been like for you, Lamia? You've been here the longest, really. What has it been like for you? Experience, yeah.
The life here is very easy. And
you enjoy it?
Yes, I enjoy life here because you have a social life. I cannot find it anywhere, another place.
It's funny you say that because that's not what you hear abroad, is it?
No.
That you have a hectic lifestyle. What has been your experience, Izzy?
It's a little bit more, it's a little different. It's not as social. I feel like everybody, when I came here, at least was already in like their
established relationships,
their clusters. I feel like as you get older, it's a little bit harder to make friends. So it's like, I'm a new mom. I moved here with a 4-month-old, didn't know anybody at all. So I moved to the US completely foreign. I wasn't foreign with the concept of Africa because I visited home quite a bit of times, but it was very different. So it was a little bit of being antisocial for a little bit until like slowly like branching out, figuring when people are out to try to make friends. So it's just a little bit different for me.
Yeah. And Michael, how has it been for you?
Been amazing for me.
Yeah, in what way? Did you just slot straight in or?
Not really.
Did you have a friendship group before coming?
No. No. I mean, to be quite honest, for the first 2 weeks was tough for us.
Right.
Because, we're in a new, even though I'm Nigerian.
Yeah.
It's different.
You left like forever
when I was
ago.
like maybe 3 years old.
Good Lord.
It's been, so not having friend and family around, it was quite tough. And we came here, we don't have any money, Nigerian money anyway.
Yes.
No bank account, so we have to depend on people to do stuff for us. So that was a bit tough.
Yeah.
But once we started meeting people, and it was,
Well, it's interesting. I think the person who's been here the longest has the best experience. So, I mean, have you ventured outside? I mean, because it's sort of like you're cocooned here in Banana. Have you been outside the island? Have you in Lagos or outside Lagos? Susie, have you been?
Have not been outside of Lagos. I mean, tried to go to Abuja once, but then just traveling just got mixed up. And then we also have, BASF has restrictions on where you can really take a family in Nigeria. So we kind of branched out in terms of out of Lagos. So that's how we ended up traveling before COVID hit. Yeah. So that's what we did.
Pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID, we basically
But you go outside the island?
We go outside from time to time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Michael, where have you been?
Everywhere. I've been everywhere. I mean, I've been to Abuja to play golf. I've been to Ibadan. I've been to Abeokuta. I love this country.
How lovely.
I love being out. It's the most friendliest country I've ever been in my life, to be honest.
How about the kids?
The kid loves it. I mean, just yesterday, Noah was telling me how beautiful Nigeria is, how much she loves it. I asked them maybe about 2 months ago, like, what do you guys think? Should we go back to the UK? I was like, what? Dad, you said we're going to be here for 2 years.
They don't want to.
They don't want to go back.
Yeah.
They love it.
I think, I don't know, from my experience, children love Africa. Mm-hmm. No matter what the grown-ups think, for them, everybody's always sort of, hello, they're confident, everybody's happy to see them. How have your children found it?
They love it.
Yeah.
I mean, my youngest, she just turned 1, and then the other one's almost 3. She's a little firecracker, but she absolutely, she loves it. She gets if she doesn't want to talk to you, she's got a little attitude. A big attitude. She won't talk to you. She'll be like, no, I don't want to talk to you, and then move on.
Yeah.
But other than that, she just loves going outdoors. She just, I think, loves the freedom.
Yes, it's the freedom.
Yeah.
You can walk around without shoes. I mean, what could be more free than that?
I think that was my struggle at first because I'm just so used to having your shoes on all the time.
Yeah.
But she's become a true African baby. I'm just like, We go to the playground. First thing she does is take her shoes off. I'm like, okay, fine. I'm done trying to keep your shoes on.
And Lamia, what about you? What about the kids?
About the kids, my 2 daughters is happy to be in Nigeria. When we go to France for holiday, she asked me after 1 week or 2 weeks to come back to Nigeria.
Oh.
Yeah, she cries. She say, "We come back home."
Well, I'll tell you a little story. There was a friend, sort of, and they're from South Africa, from Cape Town, very beautiful place. And they were in Nigeria for like 3 years. So I knew the family from the time the child was 2 until about 5. They were going to be posted back to South Africa. So they went to house hunting. And the boy was just looking at the mummy. And then mummy said, "Oh, look at this beautiful place we're coming back to." He just burst into tears and said, "Nigeria is beautiful."
Yes, it's true.
But it's their experience. And for children, forget about all the mod cons. It's their mental well-being that matters. And if they feel loved and everybody around them wants them, everybody's making a fuss of them, and they just have that confidence that everybody wants me, I'm a star. And every child in Nigeria is a star. And that gives them that inner confidence. Well, I'm glad you've all had good experiences, but did you think of living anywhere else apart from Banana?
To be honest, because when my husband was looking at places to live, I wasn't allowed to.
Oh, right, to come out.
Because I was pregnant at that time. My doctors were like, "No flying for you because you're too close to your due date." So he would video. So what my goal was to have a nice playground, easy to walk around, and Banana happened to be the best place.
Okay.
Otherwise, it would have been VI would have lived in, but Banana is just so much more kid friendly,
family friendly,
and family friendly. Yeah, so that's why we ended up here.
And you, Lamia?
For me, Banana is the best place. In Lagos.
Yes. So in a way, sometimes I feel bad because it seems such an insular community. It's like you shut the gate and it's a different vibe. And I say, "Oh, this is not the real Lagos." But it is the real Lagos, isn't it? It is the real Lagos. It's just that you're allowed to experience it at your own pace rather than in your face. That's what I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Would you live anywhere else?
Yes, I will.
Oh, okay. Wherever, equal opportunity.
Yeah, but to be honest, like what you said, especially having young children, it's the best place to be.
Yeah.
Because like Lamia was saying, that going to all these different estates, you appreciate being here.
A little bit more.
Yes.
I like Nikon. Is it Nikon? Nikon Estate? I went there.
But it's not. I went to Carlton. Carlton is amazing. I don't know if you've been there. But still, you still feel the things that are missing there. But it's a beautiful estate.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been to.
It's just far. I just,
it's far away,
I can't be dealing with that journey.
The traffic,
you have to plan every time. And I mean, it was VGC is actually very nice too, because they've got wide open spaces and a big park. But after a journey, and I just think, maybe next year I'll visit it again. I love the place, but maybe not just now. Maybe when I retire, I don't have to come into town at all. I can deal with that. No, but what is your favorite Nigerian food? Have you tried Nigerian food?
Yes.
Don't say jollof.
No.
No, you're not allowed to mention jollof, right?
It's not even an option for me.
So what is your favorite Nigerian food?
For me, I try igusi.
Oh, wow.
Nyam.
Wow.
And plantain. I like plantain.
Do you know, Lamia is my role model. She said she was, just before the recording started, she told me that she's been to Balogo Market.
Yeah.
And she was going to go to Mushing.
Yeah.
You're brave. I tried Mushing. It was character building. I said, no amount of money that I'm saving is worth this aggro because of how much I'm not doing it. So what have you tried?
I've tried quite a few. I'm terrible with names, but what I consistently go back to is suya. So I really like suya.
I mean,
a little spicy, but I do love it.
Yeah. And which, was it the meat one or the chicken or the
all of it.
bolongo? I mean, I know my suya. Okay.
Honestly, I'm not picky with suya. It's like all of
equal
it.
Opportunity suya.
As long as it's meat,
yeah.
I give it equal opportunity.
As I said, no self-respecting person comes to Nigeria and has vegetarian food, Joe.
You can't be vegetarian.
So what about you, Michael? What is your favorite?
Honestly,
Nigerian
it's what I've loved since when I was a child.
Yeah.
It's rice and beans and stew. That's me. I'm happy.
This rice and beans thing, I think it's Jamaican, it's rice and peas, it's Nigerian, it's every culture seems to
Everywhere.
identify with it in some way.
Yeah, I've loved that since when I was a child. I can remember.
So
my mom
have
used to
any
say
of you
that.
cooked it?
I have. I cook.
You could
I
cook
cook
it?
very well. Yeah.
Susie, you just buy your own.
Yeah, I just buy that studio. I can't.
Help the local economy.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
And have you cooked any of the egusi and stuff?
No.
No, you haven't yet. That's maybe next year.
Next
Maybe
year.
next year.
When I be a Nigerian.
Next tour of duty. Okay. Now, were you worried at all about anything when you were coming here?
I think the biggest thing was safety.
Yeah,
Because
security.
the security, safety, that's always the number one concern. But when I came here, it honestly it's not that bad. I think, especially if you don't live here, when you're in the US, and especially if it's like a German company, they're overly sensitive with like safety. So they overdo it.
Yeah.
So any little thing, they, like my husband.
Security
said,
alert.
A security alert. Be aware. Don't trouble. Don't do this. So I'm like, it's nothing to worry about.
And someone said, your eyebrows are constantly in your hairline. Oh, please. You know?
Nah.
Give me a break.
They're really not.
And were you worried about security? Are you worried about security now?
Nope.
Nope.
No. I
Yeah,
feel-
well,
I
you
feel
were in the army, so what can I say? What am I asking? You were in the British Army. Yeah.
That's why I keep telling my friends, like, I feel safer here
Yeah.
than I do in the States or in the UK.
Why is that?
For me personally, I love golf. I play golf a lot.
Yeah.
So like here, if I'm going to play golf, I just think I want to play well today. I want to play 95 or whatever.
Yeah.
That's all I have to worry about. But in the UK or even in the US, if I'm going to play golf, I have to worry about other things, how they're going to receive me as a black man
Yeah,
at the
that's
golf
true.
course. You know, if I want to go to the bank, for instance, I'm going to get my home money.
You're not going to be wearing any masks.
Yeah.
So, you know, so things like that.
That's heavy.
When I go to the bank here, they hail me.
Hey, Papa! Augusta!
Even if you got 20 naira a day.
Yeah.
How was your night?
Yeah, I was a night.
How about you, Lamia? You of the mushy, of the balloon?
For me, I never worried about the security situation before coming, and for me now, I feel safer than another country.
Ah.
Yeah.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because the hype outside and the sort of news buzz and the news cycle is not terribly flattering to Nigeria.
No, it's not.
And somebody said that to me. And I said, well, do you know, if you listen to the news about America, you'll think everybody's carried around shooting everybody in America. So if you're going to go by that, by what you hear about Nigeria, I could flip it back to you and say, I'm so scared of America. I'm expecting anytime I go to Target or Target or whatever they call it, somebody's going to come with an AK-47 and shoot me.
Yep.
So if you listen to one narrative, that's it. Or if you listen to Fox, you'll assume everybody is a racist.
It's more likely for you to get killed in the United
So
States than to
you've
get
got
killed.
to sort of free your mind. And if you give your children a feeling of fear,
Yeah.
how can they make the best of where they're going? That's been my philosophy anyway. Now, what has been the best part of moving to Nigeria and moving to Banana for you, Susie?
I think for me, one thing I probably would not have gotten is all this time with my kids.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, in the US, you need a dual income. There's no getting around it, especially living in New Jersey because we're so close to New York. There's no getting around it. So I just have enjoyed spending all this time that I've had with my kids. So that's been the best part, just the ease and the flexibility of that.
So it's an easier living.
It's an easier living. It's so much easier. It's a lot less stress in Banana, but once you get out with the traffic and everything, then you get,
but then you got someone driving you. So,
that's true.
And Lamia, what has been the best part of Nigeria and Banana for you?
The best part is social life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Making friends or?
A lot of friends. In a different country, yeah.
I heard, I went to the send-off for somebody from Shell a couple of years ago. And in his speech, he said, Nigeria has its issues. And if you're working for somebody who's constantly being sued like Shell, you always have it. If you're not hostage negotiating. But the one thing he has to value more than anything else is the quality of the friendships he made here. Mm-hmm. Maybe because you do so much intense stuff together. Mm-hmm. It's not even so much the time you spend together, it's the quality and the depth of the relationships.
Yes.
You might not make that many, but the ones you do make, you can imagine I'll always be in touch with these people.
Yeah.
And he had spent time in Kuwait, he'd spent time in other countries, and he didn't have that relationship. What about you, Michael? What's been the best part for you?
Just spending time with the family. Like you said, like for me, being a medic, I'm 14, 15, 16 hour shift.
Gosh.
Most of the time when I'm leaving home, the kids are in bed. When I come back, they're in bed. So I don't get to see them until the weekend. And that's if I'm not working weekend shift. So just being able to just spend time with the kids is amazing.
And you, Lamia?
It's the same.
Right.
Yeah.
Just having that quality time with your children.
Yes, because we spend a lot of time with the kids.
Yes.
When you are in another country, you don't have time. Mm-hmm. You go out, you run.
You're constantly running and you're carrying bags and you're stressed. And sometimes you're snappy with the children, not because they've done anything, it's just the pressure on you. Mm-hmm. What songs are you listening to? And you can name two, but one has to be a Nigerian one.
Honestly, I'm not that big with like music right now. It's all about Cocomelon. The wheels on the bus. So, it's all the kids. So honestly, I have no idea what is out there right now because constantly it's Cocomelon playing in the background or Lulu Kids. Something kids related is in the background. So I pretty much know. But if you had
your choice, what would you listen to?
I'm more of like a pop
type of
pop, hip hop, so R&B type of person.
Beyonce?
Yes,
I like my Bayhive.
I'm not 100% Bayhive.
Okay.
I think I'm more of like the Destiny's Child.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm gonna throw it back a little bit.
All the single ladies.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Michael?
For me, honestly, my kids love this song as well.
Okay.
It's My Way by Sinatra. Because we do like a little karaoke.
My way.
Yes. Because,
I did it my way. That's an old song.
That's an old song, but you know what? It's quite depth, when you
there's a depth to it.
Yeah. You can.
Well, how do you know that Trump played it on his own, on his way out? If that kills him for you, I'm sorry.
Trump is Trump.
Trump is. I said Trump will always be Trump. Trump will be Trump. What about Nigerian music?
The one that I truly love is that of what is that? Two-Face, African Queen.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're my African queen. I can't sing to save my life.
Life of mine, something like that.
Actually, I've heard that song before.
You have? Okay. You're down.
It's a lovely song.
Yeah.
I think it's a lovely song.
Okay, what about you? What is your favorite song? And then name one Nigerian song?
I like P-Square.
Oh,
Shook My Money.
I know when you came to Nigeria, that's why P-Square was raining there.
Yeah.
So which P-Square song?
Shook My Money.
Do you know, I heard that from an Ivorian friend, not even Nigerian. I didn't know what it was. He said, you're Nigerian, you don't know, you dropped my money.
Shook My Money.
That's like big.
Yeah, you heard it too? You've heard
And non-music buff has heard it, so that says a lot.
Yeah, the one I like. And I said, one day when my money comes in, I'm going to have a party and say, I give a testimony. I don't chop money. I just picture this scenario that I'm going to play this thing and say I've chopped money. But I haven't quite ticked that box yet. How funny is that? Okay. So where do you get your news from? Do you listen to news?
Yes.
You're a
every
news
morning
junkie.
before my daughter tells me I want to watch blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, okay. So where do you get your news?
Usually it's like CNN or BBC. So those are my two go-tos in the morning when they're still like slowly waking up and eating breakfast. And then once they're perked up and up, they want the channel change.
Okay.
They're like, I'm
so you
done
just
with the
snatch
news.
your 10, 20 minutes of world news.
Well, my world news until they take a nap, then I re-catch up on a little bit.
Yeah.
So other than that,
Okay. And you, where do you get your news from?
You know, sometimes with my Nigerian friends.
Yeah.
Or with my driver.
Yeah.
When I with him in the car, I chat with him about this.
What's happening?
What's
So
happening.
you get the news from the real people. Forget about CNN.
Yeah, it's better than CNN.
Do you know? You're actually feeling the pulse of the nation. Mm-hmm. It's a fantastic idea, actually.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. So where do you get your news from?
Same as her.
Oh!
CNN.
Well, I'm
BBC.
telling you, I'm not holding brief for anybody, but I have suddenly woken up to Arise News.
Have you?
Yeah. Okay. And I'm thinking, oh, wow, this is going on, this is going on, this is going on. And it's to the minute. Like if you're hearing about this, they will have it on. And I just thought, wow, we're locked into CNN and BBC. And then I'm just a little bit more conscious of the fact that they're feeding us this news. They're feeding us the narrative that they want us to hear. It's always skewed from an angle. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if I watch BBC, I will then look at Al Jazeera. In my mind, I want to balance it. Yeah. I may not be balancing it, but I just feel a part of me is being molded in one way. Let me mold it the other way. Somehow, maybe I'll end up in the middle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm just a little bit more, in the last 12 months, I don't know what happened to me. Maybe I'm now woke. But I'm just trying to be a bit more conscious about where I get my news, what angle they're coming from.
Yeah.
Even in Nigeria, when I'm reading online, okay, who's writing, I just want to be a bit more discerning as to the quality of the narrative, the angle they're coming from, and how it's affecting me. I don't trust anybody. I have serious trust issues now. I may need to see a therapist, but I now have serious trust issues. And I also think, how is it affecting my children? How is it affecting the people around me? Because I have a nephew who is American. I mean, he only came to Nigeria a few years ago, and they were going to go back. And he was telling his dad that he's not going back to America because it's not safe. And I thought, that's sad. This boy, he's only 13 now. He's feeling unsafe because he's seeing so much stuff on CNN. Derek Chauvin, there's this, there's that. And I'm sure it's not the whole picture, but this is what he's been fed.
Yep.
And he's now got fear. And I know some people in America, they'll be, I'm taking you to Nigeria as punishment, you know? So these children are brought up with fear.
Yes.
So I just think I have to be a bit more conscious. If that's affecting a little boy, how is it affecting my psyche? I went to America, it's totally off point. And I'm thinking, oh, I bet he's racist. Oh, I bet he's, and I'm thinking, I'm not like this. I'm an open person. I have been manipulated.
Yeah.
And that's what people are saying about Nigeria. That's what they're saying about you. They're saying about you. You don't know people until you get to know them.
Yes.
And if I wasn't talking to you now, I wouldn't know what your experiences were like. You know, we'll just look at each other and make assumptions. And I think that's what I like about the island. It gives you that headspace. One, to get to know people. Two, to be yourself in every way and just do a little bit of introspection. Now that's me done. Yes. And do you watch any Nigerian local channels at all?
I don't.
No?
No.
Yeah?
Once in a blue moon, probably
You see baby stuff?
No, probably when my husband grabs the remote and changes it to like a Nigerian news channel, that would be literally about it. Like his 2 seconds out of his home office or the weekends. Other than that, I don't.
And you don't watch Nigerian news?
No, I'm sorry. I don't.
No, you don't have to be sorry. But it's important.
You know what it is for me personally? I'm even trying to shut myself out of news. You know, I'm just going with my own feeling, how I'm feeling.
You want to, you don't want it filtered
I don't want,
through any prism.
I don't, because I was in a bad way before we came here.
Yeah.
All the killings and things that you're seeing on a daily basis.
You're protecting your headspace.
Yeah, I just want like a fresh head. Like, you know what? I'm in a different space. Let me just roll with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
And you? You just get yours from the people and you're happy.
Yeah.
I so love Lamia. Lamia is my role model.
Just with my friend, I'm happy.
Yes, yeah. Do you know, I retreated when all this corona and things started. I retreated into reading Poirot, Milsom Boone, anything that is not real world.
Yeah.
I want to protect my head. And if that's what makes me happy, that's it. I don't want to listen to Trump. I don't want to listen to...
That's
it
it.
was like you were being bombarded with so much negativity.
Yes.
And people dying. And I know it's bad. I know I should engage. But just give me that little time
little bit.
to get my head back.
Yeah.
Oh, but you feeling a bit more... This is 2021. Where are you now in yourself, Michael?
I'm the happiest I've ever been.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I just,
You're in a good place.
surrounded by beautiful people.
So
People
Kunte,
actually say hello to
Kunte
you.
has found his roots.
Yeah. you know when you look, you know what Michael said to me once, I think we were only here for like 2 months.
Yeah.
And he said, Dad, do you realize something? I'm like, what is that? He said, you know when you look at people and they caught you looking at them, you know what they do? They just smile at you.
That's one thing you get in Nigeria.
You know, and it's the same thing that I feel. If I look at people, they look at me, hi, after, hello, and we just keep moving. You know?
That's true, yeah.
So that's important for you.
Yeah, for your psyche. And you, where are you now?
It's been good. I mean, I think the one thing probably that I missed is for my husband having a work-life balance. It's pretty much non-existent here compared to the US, where it's more acceptable. It's like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. It's almost like you're done working, you're clocked off. Whereas here, it's
full
8
on.
o'clock, 9 o'clock.
You're
He's
on
still
it.
getting calls from the office. I mean, it might be his position. So I think that's been the tough thing for him to
But
balance.
you had a good life
I
balance.
had a good
Yeah, forget anybody else.
non-work balance has been no work. So
My life balance is good.
my life balance has been good. So I've been no complaints there.
And you, Lamia?
For me, I'm happy.
Yeah.
You're just
You know, Lamia, I think I need your therapist. I don't know who you're going to be my therapist.
You know, everybody asks me, you are here since.
Yeah.
Are you happy? Yes. I don't complain, I'm happy.
End of story.
great.
So before if you were going to leave Nigeria, what is the must-visit places you would recommend to anybody? If you must visit.
Must visit.
If there's a friend of yours or family, if they come to Nigeria, where would you say you must go and visit?
I'll probably say the Nikkei art exhibit because I really like that. I love like art, especially me and my husband. Whenever we travel, we always buy like pieces of art from every single country that we visit. And I just actually fell in love with that place. There's so much artwork there. I loved it.
And she's an original, isn't she?
Yes.
Did you know there was a book about her?
No, I didn't know.
Another resident of Banana wrote that book.
Oh.
So you should buy it before you go.
Okay.
It's really good. Tells her journey and everything.
Nice.
And lots of samples of her work. Okay, so Nikkei Art Gallery, where would you recommend, Lamia?
For me, Balogun Market
Yeah!
is the best. Mushin.
Mushi Market.
Yeah.
I've been to Mushi.
Yeah.
Oh, my
and the
goodness,
Lekki Market
Okay.
and the Fashion Week.
Oh, yes.
The Fashion
Fashion
Week.
Week.
Lamia had some
It's
amazing
lovely.
images of the Nigerian
Yeah,
Fashion
it's
Week, the
lovely,
Lagos
yeah,
Fashion
it's
Week.
amazing, yeah.
It's really good. And where would you recommend?
For me, so far, what I've experienced, you have to visit the Ikoyi Club,
Yeah.
Elisha Beach,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
beach, yeah.
Chakwa Bay. You know,
Yeah. It's all beach for you.
it is. You know, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And are you able to visit these places, just get up and go? Or would you have to sort of like, if you were a visitor, would you say, oh, go with security or just go on your
No,
you can
no,
do
no.
it?
No,
You can go on your own. You
Yeah.
don't need security.
Okay. Now, you guys have been amazing. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't know if you've enjoyed it, but I've enjoyed it.
No, it's been great.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it.
Okay, now, this is the bit that you probably hate me forever. You know you have to tell me a joke. You know you have to tell me. On a honestly, I always laugh, even if it's not funny. That I've read the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. So you laugh at their jokes. So get ready. I'm going to start with Michael. So Michael, what's your joke?
I have one ready.
You've got one. Okay,
You have
good.
one ready? No,
You must
I
all
have to
laugh, or
think
you
of a
must all
joke.
laugh.
I
You
just
all have to
don't.
laugh. Okay, what's your
So
joke?
my one is this.
Yeah.
There was a gentleman that has loads of money, multi-billionaire. And when he died, he asked his best friend when he was dying, he said, I want you to put all my money in a casket with me and bury me with all the money. So after his passing, one of his friends now asked him, oh, how was your, after the burial, did you honor our friend's wish? And he said, yeah, of course. I wrote him a check.
Do you know, that guy will go far. Let him go and cash it. Let him go and cash it. That was good. So out of 10, where would you rate that joke?
It's solid 9.
It's solid 9,
I did
yeah. And the delivery and the timing,
I did.
spot on. Okay, pressure. Yours.
Honestly, me and jokes.
Yeah. You don't live together.
No, we do not live together. I am more of a person when we're in the conversation.
Yeah.
You
Let it
might
flow
hear
naturally.
something witty
Come
out of me, but like joke telling.
Okay. So what's your favorite?
Unfortunately, is not my forte.
I'll give you a pass on this. Who is your favorite comedian?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I think probably one of like the newer ones. I do like Kevin Hart or like Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's hilarious. Sometimes she's over the top.
Well, I
too
don't
much.
think she's a bit.
She's a bit over the top.
OTT,
but when,
yeah.
But when she's good at some places. But I'll probably lean more towards Kevin.
To the
Hart.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's more.
I think he's a little more.
Yeah.
More
But
doable.
I find him too. He's high energy, but not as high energy as Tiffany.
I think she tries to do a little bit more over the top.
Yeah. I think she said she had a job once as an energy conservator, whatever. That was her job. An energy generator. Energy generator.
I mean, she's probably was good at it.
Yes. I don't know what she's on. But
Something.
Okay, Lamia, your joke.
My joke is a French joke.
Yeah,
I
go ahead. You can even say it in French if you want to. Then we'll quickly go and do Google Translate. So say it in French.
I will translate to English.
Okay.
A mother asked to her grandson.
Yeah.
She tell him, "Come with me to help me. We are going to change your little son."
Yeah.
And the little son answered her mom, telling me, is ready worn. You don't understand what I mean?
No. I am laughing though.
Because the mom, what he asked her grandson to come with her to change the litter, he means to change the pampers.
That is funny. And what I like is that she translated this from French and we still laughed.
That's it.
I'm impressed.
Great.
You're a real Nigerian. We'll give you the crown.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, everybody. Can I just have your social media handles so that we can share it? Are you going to say it yourselves?
You know what? Honestly, I don't even know.
You're so low profile.
I don't know. I'm not. I am on there, but I'm not active.
Yeah.
I'm not active at all.
You're heavier than the lead. You don't need social media. They look for you.
It's my wife
so that's
that always
fine.
tell me,
That's okay.
You should go and do this for me.
Yeah, don't worry. And what's your social media
Mine
handle?
is Susie Owusu. So SUSIE OWUSU.
Okay.
Yep.
And I bet it's private.
Yes, surprisingly,
Okay,
it's not. One of my friends.
You're going to have to knock on the door and grovel so that she'll let you in. And what's your social media handle?
For me is Aliciana Bags.
Okay, Aliciana _.
No, not school.
No score?
No, Aliciana
Bags.
Yes.
Okay, brilliant. And I know I've seen your bags and they're great. So if you want to get hold of us, check us at Banana Island Living for our Instagram page. We even have Twitter. Oh, no flies on us. Banana _living. And you can email us at mail@bananaislandliving.com. And don't forget, tell your friends, give us a 5-star rating. and write us. We like some feedback. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.